All right, guys. Well, we're out. Got the backpack full of cameras here. Checking on this spot. We got a line of oak trees here. Some small ones. It's pretty much just clear opening. Checking to see if there's any acorns up in these trees. I brought a little bit of the secret sauce here. I'll explain in a little bit about it. Got the girls out running around, but deer season's approaching fast. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but there's acorns up there, man. Oh, look at that. Quite a bit right here, too. Our early season when these trees are dropping, if you get here at the right time, man, we have good luck in this little spot. There's a bunch of these oak trees all around. But we're going back down. There's an old 2-track here. And this is, I'm sure you can see, there's like a little trail that cuts through here that the deer use. And don't worry, the dogs don't bother them none. But we're going to come in here and throw a camera up and put some of this little homemade deer attractant down and see if we can't figure out what's coming in the area here. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, this is an old 2-track here. You can kind of see it goes like this and then kind of goes around that corner. We got deer beds all along here. Found this. It's a little oak tree here. And I made a mock scrape. And of course the dogs are going to stand in it, but I'm not too worried about it. Got a trail camera right up there. We'll get a rain or two and these deer won't smell them, but got the secret sauce that I make. If I can get the sprayer bottle working.
There.
Spray it all over the leaves. And we'll probably get some action on that licking branch in no time, but I'll be the first to know because we'll get it on camera. And when we do, I'll post up a little update. But we're going to go around and throw up. I think I have 4 cameras with me. We're going to put them all up, get mock scrapes set up, and yeah, pretty much just get an inventory of what's around. Like I said, I know that a lot of does and stuff bed back here. Sarah shot 2 does here. Actually, you got one every year. Yeah. She's got one every year that we've hunted here. We've had some close encounters with some real nice bucks. I let a big 8-pointer walk. And actually, 2 years ago, I was sitting up in one of these pine trees in the backside of these oaks. And right in this clearing here, I passed up an 8-pointer. And then unintentionally passed up a 9-pointer that came in following the doe. I couldn't see how wide the 9 was. Actually, I thought it was the same 8-pointer, but so I didn't shoot until it was too far out of my range. He turned his head finally, so almost rolled my ankle. Not good. But yeah, no, we're in here hanging cameras and checking on our spots for fall. All right, guys. Well, we're getting close to the car here. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's acorns, thousands of them in this tree here. It's a little oak tree right on the edge of an opening. And literally everywhere you look, there is thousands. I mean, literally clusters of like 10 or 15 in one little area. So when that tree starts dropping, boy, I think these deer will be in here big time early season, like they were a couple years ago. Last year, none of these trees had acorns on them, so we'll see. Hopefully we have a good year. All right, guys. Well, we're in spot numero dos. Spot last year, actually, I shot 2 does. Wandering bow, wandering gun. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a big trail here. Goes out into this clear cut. And I think we got another crossing trail here somewhere. Right here. There's a trail that goes up and crosses. I see deer here quite a bit. Actually messed up on a pretty nice 8-pointer here during the rut. So we're gonna try to figure out what we got going on here and get some cameras up. Also, a lot of these, or most of these, probably 80% of these trees in here are all oak trees. So usually during the early season, where it gets super thick down there, is like right on the other side of these pines is a big alder swamp, and they come up out of there. I'm gonna put camera up on the same tree I did last year, and we'll see if we get anything coming through here. Again, I'll update you guys if I see anything. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, we're walking in spot number 3, and it's actually on the other side of where we just put a camera up. We're walking along, and I already see some acorns hitting the ground, just the loose ones that are falling from the trees, man. So and it looks like there's some fresh caps, so maybe they're already eating them. All right, guys. Well, we just jumped 2 out of here. I don't know if they were feeding or if they're just bedded down, but it's a good sign. Deer in the area, baby. They are in the area. Another thing to note out is in this low area here, we got a watering hole, and then there's a pretty good deer trail that runs between this. And there's another low area that's got another big watering hole. So this is a good spot for early season, especially when you get in hot days. But where we're putting this camera is a spot that had a big scrape under it, community scrape. It's actually freshly opened up when I came in here and morel hunted. So we're gonna throw a camera up on that and see what pops up. All right, guys, this is what I'm talking about. All these fresh acorns. I mean, there's a lot of them. Fresh acorns. And you can see where deer are stomping all over in here, eating these things. I mean, they're literally everywhere on the ground. I'm just trying to remember where that scrape was that I found. I'll have to check on X, but we're in the right area, man. There's a ton of deer sign, ton of acorns on the ground. So, see if we can't find it. All right, guys, we got our camera up there. I actually started my own licking branch. I don't know if my pin never saved or what happened, but I started my own. So the camera's up there, and the reason I want it here is I have this big trail that goes down here, and if you can see, it's a big, super thick like popple and ash clear cutting. And then if you go down the edge of the woods, this is just a big edge for them to come down, you know, super thick over there, oaks and food here. And then actually, if you look where you can see light through, about 150 yards that way is a big, huge, probably 20 or 30 acre old popple clear cut. And then this is just a strip of woods, and then there's a watering hole over there. So it's kind of 3 or 4 different types of habitat all in this area. And then I cleared out the ground and bent this little limb over here. Bent this little limb down and made a little scrape and sprayed my little secret concoction on it. So, you can actually hear acorns falling behind us. Hear them? But that's kind of the setup. We're hoping to catch these moving through here, hitting this scrape, and then going down this trail, or coming from that clear cut to this clear cut, or just going between them. So we'll see how she goes. All right, guys. Well, I was monkeying with moving this camera a little bit because it was looking a little bit more that way. We just had 4 deer cross and run into this out of this clear cut. They must have been bedded here, right on this corner, and they literally right there by that little dark spot, cut across, and I couldn't get my camera on them. But they went. So, oh, is that one there? No, that's the bush moving. Yeah, they literally crossed right out of here. 4 of them. Went 4 of them. 2 big does and 2 babies. All right, guys, we're going into our last spot. We're finding a lot of beds in here. Just an overgrown, grassy, open hill. They clear cut it years ago and then planted a bunch of young Lake Jack pine actually in a bed here. So there's a ton of beds in this spot. But where I'm walking to now is at the other end of this. We found a scrape early this spring that was freshly opened up right where this big trail kind of dumps into this area. So I'm gonna take my fat ass up there and put a camera on that opening that comes into this big grassy area. But I tell you what, man, we've probably seen 20 beds in this easily. So hoping we get a lot of pictures on the old cam. Look at all these acorns. Oh my God, look at them. This tree is just loaded. Look at that. Holy cow. It's gonna be a good acorn year this year.